Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we'll be talking about the dodo bird, the extinct animal that is famous around the world. Please remember to like and subscribe. Now let's get right into it. Fact 1. Existed only on Mauritius. The dodo bird only existed in the island of Mauritius off the coast of Madagascar. Contrary to what popular believes that it was all around the world, it was really only endemic to this local island. This island is very small. If you see on the map here, you can see that the island itself is very tiny, and in the entire world, this is the only island that the dodo bird existed in. This is part of the reasons for the extinction that we may get into it later, but the island is so small that when humans came over, there's simply no room for wilderness. Humans needed to develop the island and thus destroy the habitats of dodo birds. The dodo bird is unique that they've never seen humans before and so was killed easily. Now let's get into the next fact. Fact 2. Rodriguez solitaire. On the island of Mauritius, the main island that we just saw, there's actually several smaller islands. One of the islands is called the island of Rodriguez. You can see on this map here, it's to the east of Mauritius' main island. In this island, there's actually a very similar bird to the dodo bird. It is also flightless, very large, easily captured because they've never seen humans before and was not afraid of humans. But this bird is a close relative of the dodo bird and was also hunted to extinction, but is a lot less famous than the dodo, possibly because of the name. The name is so long, Rodriguez solitaire, that people probably don't remember. And also, the island of Rodriguez is so much smaller that perhaps there was a lot less of these type of birds than the dodo birds on the main island of Mauritius. So now you know that there was a close relative of the dodo bird and it suffered the same exact fate as the dodo bird. Now let's get into the next fact. Fact 3. Not just the dodo. This kind of continues from my previous section that people have the conception that the dodo bird was hunted to extinction because the humans invaded the island and ate them. But the reality is that the dodo bird is actually not very savory to eat. In fact, the sailors who eat them were forced to do so because they needed food while developing the island. And it's very obvious that when humans develop a piece of land, they need to cut down trees and clear the wilderness. And this was no different on Mauritius. Before the humans came, the habitat was completely wilderness and easy for dodo birds to survive. But as humans cleared more and more land, the dodo birds were driven out of their habitat and eventually went extinct. And it's not just the dodo birds. There are many other creatures that existed only on the island of Mauritius, but were also hunted or destroyed to extinction. Examples are Mauritius scoop owl, Mauritius shedlock, Mauritius duck, Mauritius night heron, Mauritius blue pigeon, and the list goes on. All the animals on the Mauritius island simply could not survive with humans developing the island. And so many different species that are endemic to Mauritius suffered the same fate as the dodo bird. Now let's get into the next fact. Fact 4. Symbol of extinction. As we mentioned in the previous section, even though the dodo bird was not the only animal that went extinct on the island of Mauritius, the dodo bird is the most famous one. And because of its, legend, all around the world, people use the dodo bird as a way to describe extinction. Same way that people use dinosaur. Something that used to exist and do not exist anymore. Some of the common phrases that people derive from the dodo extinction is, for example, dead as a dodo, which means unquestionably dead or obsolete, or to go to the way of the dodo, which is to become extinct or obsolete. The dodo has also become a slang term for something stupid and dumb because the dodo bird was renowned that they were not afraid of humans, were easily captured, as sailors landed on the island of Mauritius. And so the dodo bird is not really just a bird that disappeared from the world, but it has become a cultural significance and even appearing on coins and the coat of arms of Mauritius because it has been so famous on the island and it was completely destroyed. Alright, so now let's get into the next and final fact. Fact 5. Being cloned to existence. The dodo bird, although extinct, has become a subject of popular science as of lately. Scientists are trying to use the bone fragments of the dodo bird to clone it back to existence. If they are able to do so, this will be the first animal ever to be brought back from extinction. And scientists are working hard to achieve this and possibly bring back other extinct animals like the woolly mammoth. But don't hold your breath. This could take quite a while, because if you think about it, there do not exist any natural occurring cells that will evolve into a dodo bird. And so humans will need some kind of base or a blank embryo, if you will, to inject the DNA of the dodo bird to clone it. This will probably be very challenging because the dodo bird is a very unique animal and its close relatives have all been hunted to extinction or the habitat destroyed to extinction. And so this process will take a while, but if successful, it would mean that animal conservation is no longer needed because humans can bring back extinct animals at any given time and clone them. This, I think, will make a change in the paradigm of animal welfare and preservation into a more easily controlled scientific process. Alright, that's it for my video today. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. See you next time.